Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survival Abyss, and we return to Carnivores Legacy for the last episode of the series. We've got one very specific creature we've got to go after, and we're taking all the stops we can for it. We've got radar, double ammo. I'm not going to take the camo and the cover scent. I feel like they've been a little bit hit or miss for results, it seems. But we got the Rexes last episode, and now we have the Mythic Velociraptor, or Legendary Velociraptor, whatever you want to call it, hidden up in what's probably the mountain area. So I'm going to have the radar just to make sure that we do have it spawned in for the hunts and then pursue it. We're taking the full weapon roster. I don't know if we'll need it, but we likely will need most of it. And everything looks good, so let's hop in and start this hunt. Okay, we're dropped into a hunt. It did take a couple of reloads as well as enabling the density setting all the way up for the game again. But we do have the raptors spawned way up in the northwest. Now we just have to try to get up there alive and not make too much noise to scare it off into the water. I prefer not to have to, again, try to see it while it's swimming out in a boat and just take the pot shots at it, but we'll see how it goes. If it does prove to be too much of a challenge to try to get even close to, I may just take those cheap shots at it. Yeah, just got the Gorgosauruses about here. They should leave us alone as we're going. And I think the only red things that are on the map are going to be the crocs. So I think I should be good for hiking my way up there. I believe the only dinosaur I have active are the Parasaurolophus, so I don't think I have to worry about any of those being raptors we're seeing. But if I do have the extra time after we have taken the raptor, then I probably will change us over to going after the Velociraptor and the Gorgosaurus, just to round out the last of the dioramas. I'm going to go for a bit of a run just because there is a fair distance to cover going directly north to reach where the raptor is. But we'll have to see from there just how it's going to play out. Unless there are things like Rexes or Carnivores that have spawned in, we should have a fairly safe run up there. But yeah, I have no idea what's going to be in store when we actually get to see the raptor itself. I'm hoping we're going to see it actually in its proper environment. Because it wouldn't really be... It does feel kind of cheap if it does just run to the water and then I just take it out from there. But with how much ground there is to cover and possibly needing a couple of attempts at this, I want to try to minimize the amount of time it takes for us to reach it. So we'll just have to keep rushing our way north and try to find the way up to that pass soon. I don't think there is anything like a middle access to it. I think the only ways are either from the very west or the very east of it. We'll see how it goes and just what this all builds up to. Truth be told, it looks like I'm going to have to go around this here. I was hoping maybe there would be a little spot I could kind of mountain goat my way up, but it looks like it's pretty steep all the way along the ridge. Not sure why there's a loon call. Yeah, you're just trotting around. We can ignore you. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have just not even bothered doing the little edge run I did. I should be safe. I thought I heard something a bit big for a moment there, but hopefully it's just the imagination going on me. I might be a little paranoid after the Rex hunt that I'm trying to listen out for it all. Yeah, I think I gotta go a bit more eastern direction from here. Because we've got to find the road that winds its way up into that like, canyon area. And then from there, we can pursue better. Yeah, and they are just parasaurs that have all spawned. That's just a little Moz Chops. We got Dryosaurs. Just going to keep an eye on you, make sure you're not coming after us. We're only after one mythical animal today. Okay, I think we should be starting to come across... Yeah, there's the winding path up. Now, it looks like the raptor hasn't picked us up yet. But I want to be careful about how quickly we do approach it. Both because I don't know how fast it'll move for its, like, mythical namesake. And also because I don't want it getting, again, scared off and the hunt feels a little cheap for how we get one. Oh, actually, I guess I actually missed the way up to this area. Alright, that's a way in, but if I follow this, I think this will also take us to an entrance. So we'll probably want to start with either the sniper rifle or the regular rifle, as I'm hoping we'll be able to get a view of it from a distance. And at least get to admire it before we have to try to figure out how best to take it down with it rushing in. It's either going to be super aggressive and come right after us, or it's going to get scared off and bolt like a rocket away. I'm not really sure which of the two outcomes to expect. It might all come down to what distance we're at for when we start shooting after it, too. But yeah, I'm just going to walk from here. Hopefully that won't give too much of a sign for the raptor to pick us up and run off. But I will have to mind how long it takes. I'm alright with pushing the very last episode to be a little bit of a longer one, but... I heard what sounded like footprints. I don't know from what or from where. That sounded like something was stepping around, and it wasn't me. Okay, got a compy here. Yeah, that raptor ain't too far off now. Yeah, you just go rushing off. You should be fine. Now we're into here again. Now, I don't know if it is supposed to be snow on the ground or ash. I kind of lean to ash because the little volcano that's to the northeast right there. And it looks a little more gray than you'd expect for snow to look. But when it's in the air like this, it does kind of look more white and like snowflakes, so... I don't really know what the vibe is going for there. Okay, but we're closing in, so we're going to go into crouch just because we are getting right on the cusp of possibly being able to see this. I don't know if it got scared or it's just how it's moving around. It's... Okay, no, it's definitely picked us up. Like, even crouching... See, the wind is actually blowing to the south, so it shouldn't be the wind that's giving us away. So it is just that it is that hypersensitive of an animal. Oof. And the wind does make a bit of strong sounds now and then as ambience. Feels like I am going to push this raptor right to, like, a very corner. I wonder if you make more noise crouching. God, like, I've got a lot of questions, because it feels like there shouldn't be that much that has given us away, but obviously something has, and the raptor's gone way off west. So I don't know if crouching makes more noise, but you're less visible? Yeah, I don't know how it all works. That is one thing I kind of like about how you get with feedback for things like the Hunter Call of the Wild, where you at least have like a little bit of an idea of what each thing you're doing impacts, like how visible you are, how much noise you make. I don't think there's anything too much for like how your scent is being picked up. But yeah, that raptor... I feel like I might have to run after it. Because, like, it obviously is able to pick us up well beyond what we can see. So it's not picking us up by scent, or by sight. It shouldn't be by scent because the wind is not pointing in that direction at all. So it has to be it's hearing us. But that's just, like, bizarre for how much noise we're making then. But it's been pushed so far that I don't think it has anywhere else it can really go. Unless it finds a way to slip out from the terrain somehow. Which it might actually do, because I... Oh! Just Mozchops popping up over the hill. Yeah, you don't be aggressive. I don't need that surprise coming in, too. Good. Oh, yeah, see, it's gone even further west. It's, I guess, somewhere around that peak there. Like, I don't have any visuals on it, and it looks like the only way I'm going to be able to take it is just constantly going that direction, too. But it looks like it's not able to slip out wherever it's gotten off to. It does seem like the terrain is preventing it from being able to run off. Oh, there it is. Oh. That was a lot more anticlimactic than I was expecting. But I do think the big problem with that, this guy is way too sensitive. If he's already picking you up by sound and you can't even get in visual range, it feels like this is all that's going to keep happening. Is that you kind of keep pushing it, and then it just gets out to a corner, and that's kind of all you're left with as an option. But we at least got it secured, so we know that's one objective down. So we'll focus on the other two we had in mind. Okay, we've spawned in. And, because I was walking into a tree, that's why I wasn't moving at all. Well, we'll try another hunt. Okay, we're dropped in again. Just try to get my bearings, make sure there's nothing too aggressive immediately on us. But yeah, we're going to go for the Gorgosaurus and the raptor if we can today. As much as I'd want to try to get like a more fair hunt against the Mythic Raptor, I don't see it happening because of how sensitive it is as an animal. It feels like it's going to constantly get pushed away on you. And there's not really much you can do in regards to that. So we're just going to see about trying to find a regular Velociraptor. Make sure that's the full thing there. And I was hoping we might have had other endemic spawns, but it looks like we only got 2 of this drop in. Oh, actually. I didn't even realize that that was a raptor right there until I zoomed in with the binoculars. So yeah, we're going to pursue that because we do have at least a hit on it. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there were quite a few raptors around us, because 2 are going for a swim to the west, or to the east there. One thing does seem to be bordering the water there. That could be a parasaur more than a raptor. So if it was a raptor, I think it would have gone right for a swim. But we'll see here. There we go. That secures us a raptor, and just because we do have... Do I take the time to try running up there to see if it's a Gorgosaurus, or do I just try a new hunt? I think I'm going to try another hunt, just to try to improve the odds. With more endemic spawns, higher chance of it being what we're after. Okay, we're dropped in again. Let's see, we've got... 1 Euplocephalus there. So we want to rush our way westwards. We'll check these 2, and then that probably be this episode to a close. Well, almost to a close. Then we'll head to the trophy room, check everything we've got. But yeah, the endemic hunting, I think, is going to be the most elusive part of the mod for trying to get stuff done. The Mythic Velociraptor is endemic, so it does fit into that, but... more so just with how many different species can be on all the different maps. It can make it tough going for some specific ones. So we'll climb up and then keep working our way westward. Yeah, just scare them off. And I'm trying to get the hits in, but it does go to show my marksmanship is absolutely terrible. But I figure if we can scare off the raptors as we're trying to move about, it doesn't hurt to do so. The fewer surprises, the better. And thankfully, these 2 endemics are pretty close, so we should be able to get an idea of what we're looking at as soon as we get into range of one of them. Okay, thankfully that's just a parasaur, so we don't have to worry about that. And we should be able to see what the other one is in just a second here. Is it going to be the big old Gorgosaurus we need, or is it going to be another Panocosaurus? Another Panocosaurus. I'm kind of surprised at how abundant that endemic has been for us. Like, I guess maybe because it is more of a, you only find it on this specific map, it's more common to be spawned. Or it's just how my luck is that I keep seeing it over and over and over, that we don't need it at all. But we're very close to that full trophy room. It's just that it is now luck of the draw on, are these the spawns I need? And truth be told, I kind of feel like this one won't be what I'm after. This might be an Entrodomus, or... Entrodemus? The defunct Allosaur Synonym one. Although I do think that is a unique way to put a spin on some carnivorous creatures, is using defunct names of, like, certain species for new ones. Okay, well, this one's off and running. If it goes into the water, we at least know it's carnivorous, and that does help our odds a little bit for it. But it has gone to a point that seems like it's going to be very, very difficult to try seeing. Okay, it looks like it's staying right at the water's edge and is not going into there. Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be like maybe another Panocosaurus. Trying to think of Euplocephalus. Trying to think if there's any other dinosaurs from the mod that this endemic probably is, since it's not going for a swim. And of course, it's staying just out of render range, so I can't know for sure what it is. Okay, looks like a raptor. Oh, Majungatholus. Yeah, okay, I'll exit. Maybe we'll try one more, just with this, again, last episode. Okay, I'm dropped in. I'm hearing... Oh, right, it's those guys, the Dorognathus I'm hearing. Or Dorognathus, or however they're pronounced. Okay, unfortunately, we only got 2 endemics again. Yeah, it's really a toss-up in the air for what we see. This is with the density setting cranked all the way back up. So we'll just go try to check what these 2 are. Hopefully one of them is what we're after. If not, we will just have to call it after this hunt. And then we can go to the trophy room and take a look at what this legendary raptor is like. Again, circumstances, I wish it wasn't as sensitive as it was. Just because it doesn't feel like there's a great way to be able to get a fair chance at it. It always feels like it's going to really run off on you, so you are kind of stuck with the point of just accepting, okay, I gotta basically push it into a corner and then go for it. Because I tried just walking, even crouching with it at the very edge, and it still picked us up from something. Oh, jeez. I guess we'll be trying one more hunt, because I forgot that guys like that can spawn. Okay, we're dropped in again. Ah, crap. Well, thankfully got that immediate threat out of the way. I forgot that, like, the Dilophosaurus can spawn. It's been a while since we've seen any of them. And yeah, this will be the last attempt, no matter what happens in it. We'll rush up, probably... Should be able to check what the one endemic is directly north. Maybe rush over to see the one to the northeast, but then we'll have to call things there. We gave it our best go, but it is all luck of the draw on what has spawned in, what hasn't, and also what is along the way to what you're trying to check as well. We've at least been able to get one of every animal, which I think is the most important feat there. But yeah, we'll just rush our way up, check those, and then bask in the glory of our trophies from the series. Guess it has been a steady progress, and I don't mind covering carnivores when it is like this. It's not trying to feel like I have to make progression every week to get us further along towards, like, the point totals I need to unlock new weapons or maps, etc. Kind of doing this more like an overview playthrough, I think, is the way, if I do more carnivores content, is how I will keep tackling it. I will have to mind how that works with the Mars Engine Edition mods, because it does take a little bit of... not a lot of changing in, like, some of the coding programs for that. It's basically just when you open up... I can't even remember what the name of the file is, but it's just basically changing the starting points from a low amount to a high amount, or transferring a save file over that has an empty trophy room. If you do those, you should be good to have kind of like this playthrough without worrying about the points. Well, let's see what luck of the draw has handed us this time. Is this another Panocosaurus, or is this a Gorgosaurus? It's already running, so that means it's probably pretty sensitive, so I'm thinking it could be an Entrodomus. Entrodemus? Whatever that species is called. Yeah, and it's still... that is one thing I do think Legacy could use as a fix, is reducing the sensitivity so animals can only pick you up from the furthest within your vision range. Because it does feel kind of bizarre to have the dinosaurs. Okay, it does look like it's going for a swim, so it's definitely carnivorous. That does make me lean it is an Entrodemus. Because that's the only one I think that has been super sensitive to basically retreat like that from you. I just need to get on top of the hill, and then I should be able to get a look out to sea. Oh no, it's actually Mythical. I'm surprised that one's as sensitive as it is there. But we won't push that one any further, we'll just leave it be. Seems like this is actually a really common map for them to spawn. I think majority of the times that I have hunted, the most common ones we've seen have been the Pinacosaurus and the Mythical. We're almost in range of whatever this one is to the east. It hasn't done anything for movement yet, so I don't exactly know what we're looking at. Oh, now I do. Euoplocephalus. Yeah, Gorgosaurus seems to be a little bit more of an elusive endemic to find, but we have our trophies, so we'll go to the trophy room and end it off. And here we are in the trophy room for our final visit. We've seen everything over there. We're just going to check what the regular Velociraptors look like over here with their diorama fully completed. Yeah, we got the angry yelling one up front once more to join everybody. So this is what they all look like, and now we march upwards to see the Mythic. Here you are. Yeah, you've got... I think the model looks to be about the same, but there's a few odd changes to it. Like, the eye has no slit in it like the reptile eyes usually do. It almost kind of looks undead. Like, much darker texture to it. The size is much bigger than the regular raptors. Yeah, it says 4.8 meters long. Just like these kind of browns and grays and blacks make me think of, like, decaying almost. Because, like, actually, does it have... I guess it does kind of have the stripe work on it, although maybe it's more of a pale striping pattern? Again, it's kind of interesting. The only thing we didn't get was a second Gorgosaurus, but I'm pretty content with saying we've completed the Carnivores Legacy. So I think we'll be good to end things off with a nice view of it right like this. So thank you all very much for joining me on this series on the channel. If you did enjoy the video and the series, be sure to give a like. And if you want to try Legacy for yourself, it's included in the link in the comments. There's a link to it in the description of the video right down below there. So if you guys want to go pick it up yourselves, fill your trophy rooms out, by all means enjoy. Until I do see you all next video, episode, or series survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.